then ask people which one they like more, why did they like them more. We'll also then ask them about their pets and why they love their pets and their pets' names, stuff like that. We'll also then ask why does people pick one over the other.
Dogs.
Dogs. They are the best.
I definitely like dogs more.
Dogs are the best because I have 2 of them, so I'm biased.
I like dogs because I have dogs and I feel like they're more personable.
I also like dogs because I have a dog. Her name is Snoopy.
They are my favorite because I think they're cuddly and they don't scratch you after you pet them after 1 minute.
I feel like they're more like social with other people.
Like they read my minds more than cats do.
They're definitely like man's best friend kind of thing.
So my 2 dogs' names are Macy and Oliver. Macy is a flat-coated retriever, which is really awesome because they're really rare. She is born to a show dog family, but she was born with a cowlick on her head, so she's a bald spot. So because she's a misfit, she fits in perfectly with my family, which is part of why I love her. She has anxiety, so she kisses a lot, which is the best.
My dog's name is Cleo and she's very cute. I used to have a chocolate lab, but she's the yellow lab. And she's a little bit crazy, she has a lot of energy, but we love her.
Oliver, however, is just my spirit animal. Him and I are connected on a whole different level. I'll come home and look at him and I say, okay, let's go cuddle, and he'll run to our spot on the floor, on the carpet, and then I'll lay next to him, and he just knows when I'm in pain and knows when I need a friend.
Well, we picked her out at the like breeder place, and we made sure to pick the one that was like she looked a little silly. She was a little different than the other ones, and she was very chubby, so we liked her.
So I actually didn't choose my pet. My parents chose our pet. My old dog passed away, so we knew we wanted a new dog, so we got Macy. And we all decided on the breed together. My parents saw her in the breed in Westminster show, so that's how we decided on her breed. So we all went together to pick which dog we wanted, and again, because of the cowlick, she was really the only one we could take. That being said, we got her for Christmas, and 2 weeks later, my parents surprised us with Oliver, so we didn't know about him, which was really awesome.
We weren't originally planning to get a dog, but after months of asking during COVID, my brother was like, you know what would make my COVID birthday better? If we got a dog and we could name it Snoopy. And so my mother wanted a Labradoodle because they're hypoallergenic, and we were looking for a black and white one, and we saw one and we were like, oh my God. And she had this little tuft of white on her hair, on like the top of her head, and that's how we picked her out. Yeah.
So I'm not totally sure. There is a dog person versus a cat person. I think you're either an animal person or not an animal person.
I feel like when you're little, like if you have a dog or if you have a cat, you tend to like them better because you're not like used to the other ones.
For me, I am an animal person, so I love all animals. If one day I have a cat and not a dog, I won't be heartbroken about it.
But I think if you get, unless you have like both, but I don't know. And then I feel like if as you get older, you realize like which ones like I feel like for me, dogs are more playful and they like to have more fun. And I mean, I did have a bad experience with a cat like scratching me when I was younger, and then I was a little scared from then on, but you know.
Because cats are just as great, just for a different reason.
I think it all depends on your lifestyle and the amount of time you're willing to give. I feel like lots of cats are either like indoor or outdoor cats.
That being said, I do gravitate more towards dogs just because I'm more comfortable around them. I've had them my whole life.
So if you live in a big city and have a small apartment, your cat can more easily stay indoors. Or if it's an outdoor cat, you can just kind of like let it out. And
cats are kind of obscure to me just because they're like the devil lives inside of them. But
whereas a dog needs more like one-on-one time, taking it on a walk, taking it to the park, letting it play. at the park or wherever, and then like bringing it back, because they can't just like sit in the house all day, like some cats.
I think a specific type of person would love that. But yeah, I think you're either an animal person or not.
These are the answers to these questions. It depends on which one you grew up with and if you're an animal person or not. It's really depending on the person's preference and opinions. Cats or dogs? Cats and dogs are good in their own ways.